Hi, Joe Cerrone.
Hey, Alan Rosen.
Welcome to CAD 116 Basic AutoCAD in our weekly Zoom classroom meeting. All right, as we take a look at this week's topics, we're going to be covering in the outline of topics view commands, layer and object properties, which is chapter 10 and chapter 11 from our textbook AutoCAD 2022 Instructor. And we've made a video for that. Essentially, the learning objectives are to look at the relationship between objects, zoom options, pan options, being able to restore views, working with the view res, navigation wheels, user coordinate system, and then to be able to save and restore viewports. And we've made videos for those. And so if we take a look at the chapter 10 textbook lecture, it's located in the main splash page, and we've also put it in the module 5 page. And so the shortcut is right here. You can just click on the 10 lecture. And we go through, I get my sound off, which I think is fine. We go through the outline of topics, and we go through the lecture for that. View commands. And then if we take a look at chapter 11, we're going to be looking at layer commands. And so if we come back here, layer and object properties. And so we're updating the course content for the new textbook, and we've made videos that go through and outline the topics for you. And we cover things like working with layers, color line types, on, off, freeze, and thaw, being able to work with LT scale, and then to be able to work with these different object properties. And so that's the reading assignment for this week. There is a drawing that goes with some of the textbook information. And so if you're looking to work on the drawings, and at the end of the chapter, it's got, and I think it's actually in 10. You can go through and open the drawing of the floor plan sample drawing, and then you can go through and follow the chapter exercises if you'd like to get better, because there's like a million different ways to change the zoom level. And so that is located under content, chapter 5, and then the drawing right here is the floor plan sample drawing. And you can just download that and open it. And then you can work with the different commands, like being able to save a view, being able to change layers, being able to set up different viewports. And we go all through all of that within the textbook lecture. And so here's the view commands textbook lecture, and then here's the layer commands textbook lecture. And so we've made videos for both of those. And then here's the floor plan sample. For our drawing assignment this week, you're to choose one of these drawings. You can either choose this base plate, or you can choose this polar array, or you can choose this architectural site plan drawing. And for the architectural site plan drawing, we do give you a drawing file with a prototype in there. And so you don't have to necessarily draw everything from scratch. You can download the site plan and open that. And then if this is something that you're interested in working on, if you're in real estate and you want to be able to go through and set up the site plan for your house, you can go through and follow the site plan instructions here. And so if we look at that, we walk you through creating the site plan. And this is kind of a difficult drawing. It takes a while to do this. So if you're ambitious and you want to work with something like this, that's an option for you. And so we have this site plan with a pool in the backyard and some trees. Here's the house, and then they add things like a gas line, garden. Here's the pool. And then if we come back here, the mechanical labs are pretty straightforward. We use this rectangular array drawing and this polar array drawing. And so if you're looking at the mechanical aspects, we have those video tutorials set up for you. And so here's the mechanical plate with the rectangular array. And so we go through and show you how to work with that. This is our old Oakton CAD website. And before we had D2L, we used to have to make all of this ourselves. But the geometry and the construction techniques are the same. So at this time, that works just fine. And then if we come back to our video tutorials, here's our polar array. And we go through and create this circular geometry with the information that's shown right here. It's basically a section view of a bolt pattern. And then here's the drawing with the dimensions. We use hatch patterns, center lines, section lines, and we use that on our B-size title block. So there's video tutorials for the work. And then we have some additional information as far as the site plan. If you wanted to create the site plan, there's videos for that as well. So we've got everything covered as far as the video tutorials for Module 5. We're going through the textbook AutoCAD Instructor, and we're looking at chapter on view and zoom commands. You can download the floor plan sample, and then we go through layer and object properties, and there's a videotape for that, which basically goes through and shows you how to work with different layers in the layer manager and the LT scale. All right. Here's the drawings. For the mechanical labs. Use the B-size title block. And then if you decide to do the site plan, there's a drawing tutor file for that right here. And the instructions are right here. So if you're somebody who does landscape design or other architectural type applications, the site plan is a good drawing to be able to hone your skills with AutoCAD. Alrighty, so back to the main splash page. As we look at the outline of topics, Test 4 is due. Make sure you go under quizzes and exams and you complete the tests. We don't have a due date on these. We basically, well, I guess we do have a due date on them, but we just try to pace you on that. We don't charge a late penalty if you don't take the quizzes on the dates. But it's a good idea to stay current and to be able to keep up with those different drawings. And then, like I said, here's the textbook lecture for Chapter 10, view commands, and Chapter 11, layer commands. Students are to pick one of these drawings, either this mechanical plate, or the architectural drawing. And then we have some additional information as far as how to create those drawings. All right. Anything else we want to cover there, Al?
No, but if they want to stop in over at Stony Lab on P132 on Sundays, we're there.
Yeah, Sunday's a great day, you know, if you just want to get out of the house and get some work done. And so Al's running the CAD 116 OW1 class, and it starts at 9 a.m., right, Al?
That is correct.
And so you're welcome to come in on Sundays and get some in-person help. All right. I'm going to stop the video recording and open things up for questions.